Hey everyone, and welcome to what your inner child needs you to know for the week of December 1st through 7th of 2024. So always with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is any part of your inner selves, actually. Your inner teen, your inner child, your inner young adult, inner critic, all those. And this is Dark Magic Oracle deck. If you'd like personalized reading, my link will be in the description below, as this is only limited to the cards in the deck. So we have Empower. Trust your inner vision. So your inner selves want you to trust your inner vision. You're sophisticated, you're elegant, you're more powerful than you let yourself know. You resemble an amethyst energy when you need ruby energy, and you are sitting on your power. There's a lot of crystallizing going on. There's a lot of crystallization going on. Speaking about catalysm for growth, speaking to a catalyst of growth, speaking to the moon, working through your lunacy and your delusions and your illusion magic, um, wearing purple or wearing red. It does look like reds and purples have been around you, especially in aura colors. So very charismatic, very power hungry, very refined, very lost in your way at times, but you know where you're going if you listen to your gut. Triangulation, learning to use your sixth sense in a sense, and be able to manifest your desires more abundantly and more hardcore into the physical, because you know it's good to ask for help, especially when dealing with dark empathy and dark magic and protection and fueling the fire, especially when it comes to heated subjects and things that are very like hot topic and hot button issues that just drive you up the wall, batty, drive you negative, and have like a cynical, pessimistic view due to assumptions or biases or personal agendas that you have hidden from within yourself. Angel number 222 sticks out. So trust your instincts, make good choices, and know that you're going to be victorious no matter what you do. Just spend at least one day at a time, and spend the time from 12 to 1 to yourself, or spend your lunchtime for yourself. Spend time with your personality, spend time with different parts of you, spend time with your inner divine feminine. Sit with those that hold darkness within themselves and learn from it. Sit at the bonfire and tell stories and reminisce about camp and speak about summer and enjoy the fall as it comes and goes into winter. It does look like there's going to be a lot of victories within your sense of empowerment. So finding your autonomy and your authenticity instead of going into people please mode. Acting like you don't know what to do just because there's too many choices, or you don't see the choice that you want, is also affecting you. But it's time to express the real you. This is down to the clothing you wear. This is how you present yourself in the spirit realm. This is how you present yourself to yourself, even how you come off to other people based on what you dress, based on dressing for success, dress for the job you want, dress for the occasion. Keeps sticking out. Dress for the occasion. Orange sticks out. Browns, reds, purples, like the darker shades. Candy apple shades stick out as well. Gaining a sense of power and autonomy due to revealing who you truly are on a soul level. Printing your wings, being able to cleanse yourself, knowing where your weak spots are, exposing them, and creating them into more of a strength than a weakness. It does look like there's going to be a lot of smoke being processed, so there's a lot of negativity and residual energy around you that you just need to keep cleansing yourself and keep cleansed from. Clairsentience sticks out, so physical touch, physical sciences, telepathic touches, like feeling telepathic messages in the physical. The clothing that you see is very important. The clothing that you wear is very important. The clothing that you bring into your house is very important. Even things without living energy can tell a story. So if you can tell a story based on just touching something, start practicing that. Especially when feeling challenged, start using texture to help stimulate yourself and help you go through your tics. Remember, be brave. Don't self-sabotage. Don't self-sabotage. So a lot of us are self-sabotaging, telling us we don't deserve this, or we're not good enough, or we don't see why we have to do this. And pretty mopey and mourning, and like, especially in the morning time, like just waking up within the first, I'd say 30 minutes to 3 hours of waking up is just one of those things where it's better to just leave you alone and just let you wake up and to yourself and be to yourself. It's more what people are not going to say, what people are not going to show you, what people are not going to outright behave that you need to pay attention to, but more so like the body language, the emotions beneath that, and the hazing process that you're giving yourself, because there's a lot of self-hazing, there's a lot of self-imposed subterfuge going on, especially when waves of depression hit, or waves of mania hit, or waves of worthlessness try to settle in, causing a sense of rain, in a sense, from a drizzle to a downpour, and was what I hear. Your emotions control your inner weather. So if you can control your inner weather and figure out if the headache is due to your telepathy or due to hunger or hydration levels, would help. Non-binary people, non-binary beings, things on spectrums instead of the binary system, moving away from binary thinking and dealing with more than one thing at a time when you can would be beneficial when manifesting your desires, especially when it comes to preserving your power, because you have infinite possibilities and infinite power, but it doesn't mean you have to use all of them at once. Everything yet nothing at once. Everything is never as it seems. The song Firefly, 99 Luftballons, Red Solo Cup, Old Red by Blake Shelton, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John, White Stripes, Black Veil Brides. So, test your growing potential. So there's no need for you to test your growing potential. You just don't trust it. And the reason you don't trust your growing potential is because you don't see it. Because you're one of those things is like seeing is believing, but you don't always have to see it to believe it. But if you can show yourself that you could do it, then you can pretty much manifest anything you set your mind to. You don't always see what your words do. You don't always hear what you say. You don't always remember what happened, but you do remember how it made you feel. And looking into things that you don't remember will help break those amnesia blocks. You can do that with Akashic Records. You could do that with Nemazine Records. You could do that with EMDR therapy. You could do that with meditation, with prayer. The list goes on in several different ways to get it. Seek professional assistance if you wish to do it, hypnosis, or by buying any sort of resource like that to help. Self-help books only go so far, so just being aware of that. And knowing that you complete yourself. You don't need somebody else to complete you. Getting a sense of independence. And because the last message is don't be afraid to move and change. Because if you stay still, that's when things will get you. Step outside of your comfort zones. Break free of the conformity and the ties that bind you together. Those self-implications that you're imposing upon yourself due to that ego that you feel so attached to. That's driving you to believe what you want to believe instead of what the truth is. I Want to Break Free by Queen sticks out as well. But breaking free, rising up to the challenge instead of falling for the bait and the temptations. And know that confidence is not only key, but it's also sexy. So that's what I'm getting for December 1st through the 7th of 2024. So always with these, take what resonates and leave it doesn't. Thanks for joining.